Welcome back, everybody. It's MeiaSoQuick, and in today's video I'm going to be doing some acrylic nails using these dual forms from Modelones. This is my first time ever doing dual forms, and we're going to see how this goes. So these are what my nails are already looking like. They're already prepped and ready to go. And you can see on my other hand, I did this in my last video. Go ahead and check the cards to see how I came up with this camo style. Alright, so to begin, you're going to go ahead and dehydrate the nails. I'm going to use this Modelones Nail Prep Dehydrator just to go ahead and remove all the oils. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and also grab the Modelones Primer, and then I'm going to apply that to all the nails, and I'm going to let them dry completely before I move on to the next steps. Be forewarned that the primer is really necessary just so that the nail is going to adhere. This primer does smell terrible, so hold your breath, get a mask, make sure you're in a well ventilated area. Alright, and after that's had time to dry, we are ready to go ahead and start with this applicator. So as you can see, I'm using nail forms. They look like tips, but they're not actual tips. They're shaped a little bit different. These ones from Modelones are not super curved because I actually don't really like the super curve, but I might actually have to build up the apex later on after. We'll see how it goes. So after I've had a chance to go ahead and fit all of these, I am ready to get started. I'm going to be going in with the MeiaSoQuick acrylic powder and MeiaSoQuick monomer to do this. Step 1, after I pick my nail tip, I'm just going to go ahead and apply the bead to the inside of the tip where the little well is at, okay? And you want to make sure that you keep the product a little thinner at the cuticle so that way it'll look more flush. You don't want to have a big bulky bead right at your cuticle because it's not only going to be flush, it's going to have that big little ledge, and a lot of the product will squeeze out when you apply the nail. So you can see I'm just patting it and forming it, and then I felt like I needed a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and add that on there. And you can also use these to shape as well. I don't know if this would really work for a stiletto just because it's a little harder to shape it, but I don't do stiletto nails, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, and once I've got it all shaped to my liking, I'm just going to go ahead and rock it onto my finger, starting at the back with the cuticle and applying some light pressure. If anything comes out the sides, you just want to go ahead and grab your brush and clean it up before it hardens. You also want to make sure you go underneath the nail so that is not left bulky, and just go ahead and smooth that out. And while I give that nail some time to go ahead and harden and cure, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate once again on my next nail. So you apply the bead, you're going to go ahead and pat it and smooth it out, making sure that you are thinner at the cuticle and doing your best to shape it as well. And once you're satisfied, you can go ahead and apply it from the back of the cuticle and then pressing down and applying light pressure and cleaning up the sides and underneath the nail. It really is super easy. Okay, now to take it off, I'm just going to pinch and rock this little form back and forth, and then it just pops off nice and easy, and you can go ahead and see that nail. Such a beautiful nail. I do have a little bit on the sides that I didn't get well. You really want to make sure that you find a tip that's honestly better to be bigger than it is to be smaller. Alright, now that I've done all the nails though, I'm going to go in with some acetone, and I'm just going to smooth this over the top. And I didn't show it on video, but I did go in with some more acrylic and just use the nail form just to build it in certain areas that I actually had missed. And this is what it looked like after all of my filing. So not bad at all. This was so easier and so much faster. Now to begin, I'm going to go in with some base gel. I'm using this Beetles base gel once again. Best thing for my gel polish. Now a lot of people do not use base gel, but I find that it actually adheres better and it takes the dustiness away from clear nails. And also do underneath the nail, especially if you plan on doing any see-through looks. Once I'm done with that, I'm going in with this blue color And I'm going to apply that to my index and my ring finger as well as my pinky. And before I cure them, I just want to make sure that I check all the sides and also get some acetone and clean up around the cuticles and then cure them for 2 minutes. Once they're out, I'm going to go ahead and take this white color and I'm going to begin to do some artwork. I'm going to use my striping brush and I just kind of come up with the patterns as I do it. I usually don't go in with a predetermined look. I just know some of the colors I want to use and then I just start to create. So here you can see, and believe it or not, this whole process usually takes so long with just me going back and forth trying to decide what do I want to do and what would look good and trying to imagine it. So sometimes it's better to probably plan it out, but I don't. Okay, I also decided that I want to do something on the thumb as well. So that is what you'll see me doing here. Once again, just taking my striping brush and making some lines and then filling in those lines. Next, I'm going in with this Sally Hansen Insta Dry in this gold color, and then I'm just going to add some accents on these same 2 clear nails. I have to admit, as much as I like this color, it was a little too thick for my striping brush. Like, my lines would not be as crisp as it was with my actual gel polish, since this isn't an actual gel polish. As you can see, I also grabbed some black polish and I'm going in and I'm just doing some more lines and gradually filling some in, leaving some as just lines, just making it up as I go. Here's what I have so far, and you want to make sure that every color you're curing it under the lamp for at least 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Okay, now I'm ready for the fun stuff. I'm going to go in with this rhinestone glue gel, and I just find that this really helps my rhinestones and my big crystals stick onto my actual nails. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to where I think I want to place some crystals, and then I'm going in with these little yellow golden studs, and I'm just applying those right around the cuticle area, and then I'm also grabbing a crystal and applying that right in the center. And here's what that nail is looking like. It's looking really cute. I mean, I guess this is going to be a tribal design kind of. I don't know. But moving on to the thumb, I also decided to go ahead and add some accents too. I have some little gold jewelry. Okay, now getting ready for the final step, I decided to go in with a matte top coat, and I went ahead and applied that to all of the blue nails. I like the nails clear, but then I decided I would go in with my matte on those as well, and that is what they wind up looking like. You want to definitely make sure you don't go over the studs or the crystals because it will dull the shine. I also added a gold foil onto my index finger. Not really sure if you can tell, but there it is, and I like how these nails came out. It was really fun, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply some cuticle oil and just go ahead and massage that in. And that pretty much wraps up this video. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think, okay? I've literally only been doing nails for a couple weeks as far as acrylics on myself, but I've always enjoyed polishing my nails and trying to come up with designs. So thank you guys for watching, and please feel free to subscribe for more content. Thanks.